Alright everyone, Mouse here. So this is just a quick video on how to take advantage of Thomas Andre's ultimate bug in Power of Destruction so that you guys can get a bit higher scores on your attempts, because we just got the information that the bug is actually gonna be retained, most likely. I think they should, because a lot of people will complain if they fix that, because the damage of Thomas Andre is gonna be reduced significantly if they do that, especially in the guild boss. So right here, the issue where Thomas Andre's ultimate skill cooldown was not applied normally. I already discussed this in my previous video, but for those of you who are not familiar with this yet, you're gonna learn it later as we go on to the run. So as for the issue above, we are planning to sustain the current status, since resolving it may result in providing a different battle experience. Okay, so this is yet another bug that's going to become a feature. The details and background of the issue will be addressed through the official live stream, but so they probably will just explain this, and most likely I am expecting that they're gonna announce that they're gonna buff some of the older hunters, because Thomas Andre's damage is abnormal right now. It's not how it was supposed to be. He is a national level hero, but even so, lore accurate power scaling is not gonna be applicable all the time to gacha games, because we know gacha, we don't want that much power creep, because otherwise then it's gonna be unhealthy. But anyway, let's just wait and see, and hoping they can fix this and not become something like the magnifying slashes. Well, it's probably not gonna be as bad as the magnifying slashes, because Thomas Andre is like mostly only used in team fights and some game content, like the light element game content, and a lot of people have easy access to him. So I think it's not gonna be as bad as magnifying slashes the way it was before, and we're still feeling that game imbalance, and balance is still in a mess right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out my replay where I got 8.7 billion damage on Thomas Andre, and how I did that, and how to do your rotation. So the rotation of Thomas Andre here goes like this: 1, which is your first ultimate transformation, and then 36 seconds afterwards you're gonna be able to do the second transformation, and then going into the third transformation there will be no cooldown. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so on and so forth. Okay, so you're gonna see it here in this video. Let's just take a look at the replay here. Alright, first break, we're gonna see Thomas Andre activating the power gauge after a few hits. So this is fully manual controlled, by the way, but you can also take advantage of this even if you're using the full auto, because there are times that you can press the ultimate whenever you get the chance, and then you're gonna be able to expect when it's coming, things like those. So activated the ult, and then this is going to be the start of the cooldown. 36 seconds afterwards, we're going to be able to get the second attempt. Okay, but here in this one, for the first ult, you don't want to cast that manually immediately, because nothing's going to change when it comes to the cooldown. You still have to wait 36 seconds before you can do the second one. So what you can do here is just to take advantage of the basic skills that he's going to be able to cast while on the transformation or Steel Tyrant mode. So ideally, what you want to do here next is to press Thomas Andre, and you gotta wait for it to be activated already, and then right after you're gonna have to cast your Moon Shadow. But here in this case, as you can see, it's not getting accepted because Thomas Andre is still doing something else, and I pressed the Moon Shadow early. I think the combo did not hit here, or maybe it did, I'm not sure. But just pay attention to that, because sometimes when he's doing the skill animations, like the second skill, for example, that has a long animation. Even the first skill, I think, the Q skill. So you gotta wait until you confirm that it has already been activated when the ultimate indicator disappears. Alright? Alright, so now we're just waiting for the second ultimate attempt here. And it should come real soon. There you go. Second ultimate. Again, remember, the second ultimate is like a bonus ult, okay? 2, 3 immediately after your second ult. The third one will not have any cooldown. You're gonna be able to do the third transformation immediately. So what I usually do here, depending on the circumstance, is that to transform and use the burst damage almost immediately. Maybe 1 skill, 2 skills, if you can fit that in. So you kind of want to go to that third ultimate immediately. And so when it comes to the transformation, you don't want to transform while your Moon Shadow is up and running here, because it's gonna waste that time wherein he's not gonna be able to do the DPS while doing that transformation animation. Okay, so timing is kind of similar. You want to press your transformation first before casting your Moon Shadow, because Moon Shadow has like a 2-3 seconds before it will be able to cast that debuff. So in this case, I immediately use Thomas Andre's ultimate right after transformation. So let's just go back here real quick to the point where Thomas Andre transformed. So here, manual transformation. Immediately casted the ult for the burst damage. Boom. And then next break, transformation is available again. We're gonna click that, and we're gonna we're gonna have to wait a bit before using the Moon Shadow, so that after the transformation, the Moon Shadow will be up, and then his skill 1 or core attack or skill 2 will be able to hit. So ideally, I think we have to get the second skill within that Moon Shadow duration, because that's the stronger skill, I believe, plus the core attack from that. So right here, we're gonna get that transformation once again at 211 mark. We transformed. It's okay. We're gonna use the Moon Shadow and then immediate ultimate there, and then break the hands again. Afterwards, he's gonna have that transformation again, and then this one we don't have to press it immediately. As long as we get that cooldown up and running for the 5th attempt, that will be okay. So transformation using skill 1, skill 2, some core attacks, and then afterwards, you already used those. We can still wait a few more skills, but that will be too risky if the timing is delayed even just for a few seconds, because still Tyrant will disappear like after 25 seconds or something. So here, you want to cast that ultimate again. You gotta wait until you see that it already got accepted. There you go. To some players, it's very difficult, especially when you're playing mobile. It's very difficult to like keep pressing all the ults, because you also have Gogunhi, you also have here Akari. So what I would recommend, if you're using full auto, you're not going to be able to get all the timings right, but at least like 1 or 2 attempts that, like for example, we got the second ult and then you saw that it's already the second transformation, then you can just immediately press the ultimate so that you can proceed to the next or the 3rd transformation after that free attempt or the bugged attempt of Thomas Andre's ultimate. Okay, right, so now here, somewhere around here, 116, we have another ult transformation. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. So apparently I probably missed one timing on the Moon Shadow because of he's doing some action still. So I was not able to do that immediately. I'm not sure if that's gonna affect my entire run. But here we go to the other attempt. So in this case, you can either get the timing with the shadow step, but that's too risky in my opinion. So I usually prefer to just use the Moon Shadow. Keep pressing that. So you can see here, let me just close that in. As you can see here, it's not getting accepted, but eventually it did and got the timing right. Then afterwards, it's gonna get the ultimate transformation again. So ideally, if we press the other attempts immediately here, then we're gonna be able to probably do one extra maybe, but at the cost of course as well by some basic skills that we are not able to do, or probably not. So I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out, but once you start paying attention to that, you're gonna be able to time Thomas Andre's ultimate perfectly. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video helped. If you love what we're doing here and if you want to support me as a content creator here in Solo Leveling Arise, feel free to support me in the SLA Content Creator Program. We now have 405 supporters, rank number 4. Thank you so much again for all the support, especially to all our top supporters. Mr. Boombastic is still at number 1. Shout out to your brother. A lot of NIDs here, new supporters. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate all the support. This will help me a lot. King Kong, Shakur, Heise, Usopar. So you guys can also change your nicknames, by the way, if you want to. Here, I actually have not changed mine as well. So yeah, I'm kind of lazy to do so. And just lastly, I already sent all the codes to old and new supporters. So if you still need these codes, 500k gold, mana power elixir, shadow, feel free to support me here, and I send the codes like a few times every day. As soon as I wake up, I send the codes. When I take a break, I send the code. So yeah, just in case you need them, feel free to support. Again, thanks so much. See you on the next one.